Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the High Performance Trader. And today in this video, we are going to talk about the importance of following your system in all market conditions. Okay. The market is extremely unstructured environment. There's price action going all over the place at all times. Your only way to obtain consistent results is by following a system that actually works. And today in this video, I'm going to break down the trades we took today. I'm going to break down how I adapted to market conditions, how I flowed in and out of them, right? Completely smooth in flow state because I'm not worried about emotion. I'm not thinking about what's going on in my heart or all those crazy anxious filled thoughts, right? The only thing I'm ever focused on is where's my criteria? Do I understand it and act? See, in all reality, you don't even need to understand it. All you need to do is be able to strictly execute your strategy each and every single day. And if and when you get paid according to how well you can execute your approach, right? What am I talking about? Let's break it down. So let me share my screen over here and we're going to dive into June 5th, or is it 6th? June 5th, 2025. Okay. Beautiful day we had on the market, right? Absolute, just beautiful price action. Like our strategy, our very simple approach presented itself multiple times today, right? So I want to break down to you exactly what it is I was looking for, right? And how we traded it, right? So basically every single day, now you guys hear me talk about this all the time. Every single day I have one job, right? My job is not to predict the market. My job is not to guess what's going to happen. My job is not to understand what's happening all the time. My job each and every single day is to remain patient and diligent. My job every single day is to wait for my criteria and act, right? But you have to be very poised. And what I mean by that is when you see your strategy, it doesn't matter if it's the first 10 minutes. It doesn't matter if it's the last 10 minutes. You have to act, right? So we took a trade right here. Short play right here, okay? We took a trade right here. A little long play right here. And then we took a trade right here. And this was the big one, right? This guy. So I want to talk about these three trades, right? I want to show you exactly what it is I was looking at and why it is I entered when I did, right? So before we go any further, if you are watching this and you want more information on our strategy, all you have to do is click that first link below in our bio, and you're going to get a full breakdown of the HPT cross. See, I used to be the trader that would trade with insane amounts of anxiety, right? I didn't know if I was going to get lucky today. I didn't know if it was going to be a good day. I didn't know if I was going to do well that day, right? I was very results oriented, meaning my only concern was if I was going to be green for the day. Now, the issue with that is you will compromise your principles, your values, your trading rules to be green, right? We put being green above everything else. And then what happens, like I said, is we compromise being patient. We compromise waiting for our strategy. Maybe we don't even follow a strategy, right? Maybe we FOMO into trades. These are reasons why we struggle to obtain consistent results. So what I have right here is our strategy broken down in a very three-step approach, okay? Number one is identify the critical level, okay? Critical level is a level with excessive amounts of volume. It's not a critical level because I think it's important. It's a critical level because the volume. We can't move price. Banks do. Institutions do. So we have to understand what they're doing, okay? So we watch the critical level. We watch the crossover. This is the moving average cross, okay? This is when the red cloud turns green or when the green cloud turns red. Very simple indicator, the EMA cloud, that has changed everything for me, okay? See, once again, too many traders are stuck trying to predict things. They're trying to guess things, right? And that's the exact same reason why that they're not consistent, right? You need to stop guessing. We're not Houdini, right? We don't understand. We can't predict things. We're not here to predict. We're here to execute. Use the EMA cloud. It's very simple. So moving average cross off a critical level And then the famous RBI, GBI entry, okay? Moving average cross, off open print, red bar ignored, in long, stop below. We are only ever risking 1 bar, okay? And when you enter in the trade, you capture your beautiful move, right? This is our 3-step approach. It's more of a philosophy, right? It's more of a mindset, because if and when you wait for this criteria right here, it's telling you something, okay? It's telling you that the market has shifted. In this scenario, we've went from bullish to bearish, okay? How do we know this confidently? Because this green bar was just ignored after a moving average cross, okay? So once again, click that first link right here. Get familiar with a 3-step approach that's going to get you in and out of the market with an 82% win ratio, okay? We've been collecting data on this for the last 9 months. And if you want that data, put your first, last name, email in right here, and I will send them to you. And I'm also doing a promo, 20% off your first month if you want to come over here to the High Performance Trader Discord, okay? I'm building an amazing army filled with traders that trade confidently. They're letting go of emotion, and they're jumping into probability. They're not trading to be green for the day. They're trading to be green over the month, okay? So go ahead, click those links below, get affiliated, and join a team that's actually putting in the appropriate work that's going to push you to become the absolute best version of yourself, okay? So without further ado, let's break down this beautiful day that we had, okay? So you'll see right here, I traded SPX today. One of the trades I was in cleared over 90% ROI. That was this trade right here that we took. Very, very good trade. But I want to break down to you what it is I was looking for. I want to break down our strategy, right? I want to break down what it is we were looking for, how we were able to execute without emotion and allow the market to present to us opportunity, right? See, we don't create the opportunity. We wait for the opportunity, okay? We can't create it. I don't care how many technicals or indicators or skills that you think you have, right? We can't make price move. Therefore, we're chilling. We're waiting. I'm not doing anything until my edge presents itself. But when it does, you best believe I am not going to wait. I am going to execute. Okay? So the first trade we took, right? Let's talk about it. This trade, this was a beautiful trade right here. Let me pull it up over here on SPX. So SPX, you'll see, right? Very a lot of selling here, right? So before let me whip out the pre-market plan, okay? Because the plan was it really highlights our approach every single day, okay? So every single day, I am looking to spot a bullish and bearish scenario. What does this do for me? One, it keeps me present, okay? One of the biggest issues I used to have is that I would, in the pre-market, look at this and go, oh man, this is bullish. We're bullish. So then when the market opened, I would only go for longs. And then I would get chewed alive because I wasn't paying attention to what the market was telling me, okay? So what I've done is over time, I've realized for you to stay in that state of mind where you're actually understanding price action appropriately, right? The market's communicating to us, but we can't have that perceptual distortion, right? Perceptual distortion is when your reality and the market's reality aren't the same reality, okay? It's distorted. So we have to make sure we're not married to being a buyer or married to being a seller, okay? We have to make sure we're understanding the market appropriately. Therefore, I have to look at both sides of the coin, okay? In a bullish scenario, buyers are going to hold end of day, and they're going to hold previous open print and PDH, right? In a bearish scenario, sellers are going to hold these levels, and then we're going to look to trade to the downside, okay? These are the levels I'm looking at in pre-market, and if and when we get these buyers or sellers to react to these levels, then we're going to look to trade in the appropriate direction. See, I don't need to know what's going to happen. I just need to be able to see it when it's happening. Okay? So in the pre-market plan, I got previous day low highlighted. Okay? I'm going, if and when sellers hold this, I'm going to go short. Okay? That was our first trade. Sellers held PDL. So we went short. Right? And then if buyers were going to hold PDH, I was going to go long. That was our second trade. And then if sellers held PDH, we were going to go short. That was our third trade. Right? So once again, I don't need to map out a perfect, accurate day. It's not my goal. My goal is to understand, hey, if buyers hold this level, I'm going long. If sellers hold this level, I'm going short. That's my goal. Right? Because we got to be realistic. There's no way that we're ever going to accurately, perfectly have a perfect pre-market plan. That's not the goal. My goal is not perfection. My goal is consistent. Okay? The only way to become consistent is by following a consistent system. Every day it's the same. We're going to trade live tomorrow on YouTube, starting at 9:20 a.m. Eastern. You guys will see. I will approach the market the exact same way every single time. Okay? So that's the pre-market plan. Let's go back to SPY here, and I'll show you. All right, so the first trade, check it. All right, so we get crazy news here in pre-market. Once again, I don't care, right? Rally all the way up to this bull target. We reject. Okay, what do I care about? If I don't care about news, what does matter? My approach, okay? Price falls down below the 50 EMA. We're getting a lot of selling here. Let me pull up this chart. Looks a little better. Hold on. Okay. So the market opens up. We get all this selling, right? Sell. Am I chasing? No. I'm watching what happens. Because once again, if I can figure out who controls PDL, then my edge has presented. How do I figure out who's controlling PDL? Our three-step approach. Is that it? That's literally it. Is it going to be a bullish HPT cross or a bearish HPT cross? What do we get? Bearish. Moving average cross. Green bar. Ignored. Let's see when I hopped in short. So over here in the Discord, right. Oh, this was yesterday's short. That was beautiful trade. Okay. Where are you? Okay. At 9:47 a.m., I'm in the market short. Okay. Right here. The 9:45 candle. 2 minutes in it. We break the low. I'm in short. Within 10 minutes, we capture a $1.20 move to the downside. Okay? Where is it? Ready? Look. Right here. 9:47 a.m. I'm out at 10. Okay? So literally 13 minutes. Boom, 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 out. Done. First trade finished. Look at how beautiful. Once again, like if you go to my website and you go look at the HPT cross and you look at all the data we accumulated, all these trades look the exact same because we're following the same system, okay? Like it never changes. I don't have to worry about the market tomorrow because I know if and when my strategy shows up, all I have to do is act, right? If and when it shows up, all I do is pull the trigger. Look at this. Moving average cross. Green bar gets ignored. I'm in short. Josh, there was a lot of selling. How do you know it's not going to reverse? I don't. But I don't care because once my edge presents itself, I know there's an 82% win. There's an 82% chance I'm going to get a continuation for at least $1. And that's exactly what we got. We rallied right into the bear target. Market rallies up. Okay. Now look at this. Look at this next one. I didn't take this long, but look at this. Price sells off. We capture our first move. Boom. Price rallies off the level into end of day. Josh, buyers are here. We should get in. No, we should not get in. We should not get in this long. Why? Because our strategy isn't present. Okay? Look, there's no moving average cross. There's no RBI, GBI. So what am I doing? Nothing. I'm sitting on my hands. I'm literally going, well, listen, I'll get in if I get an RBI. No RBI. Therefore, no trade. As a matter of fact, there was an RBI right here. Look, this red bar was ignored. That right here would have been a pretty legit long play. But I didn't take that. That's okay. Because our edge constantly repeats. Look at this. Right here, we get a beautiful red bar that gets ignored. There were traders in the Discord that know how to execute flawlessly. They capitalized on this today. Look at that. Beautiful. Moving average cross. Wait for the RBI. Boom. Fire move. I captured a little move right here off the 2-minute 20. Once again, just using our tools. Where is it? Look at this. Price comes into the 2-minute 20. We get buying. Okay. So now all I need is an RBI. Red bar ignored. I'm in long right here. My stop goes right here. Always below the previous candle. Right here. Boom. Look at that pop. Okay. But the trade that I did exceptionally well on was this one. This short play. All right, Josh, what were you looking at? Right? You cleared over 100% on this. What were you looking at? Well, number one, the key thing that I'm looking at before I take this short play, look at price. It looks very bullish. Yeah, it does. Why? Well, number one, the cloud's green. Number two, buyers defended PDL, end of day, previous open print, and previous day high. This is open print. Let's label it. The key reason why this is bullish is because we're above previous day high. Okay? This is bullish. Now, what happens if buyers lose previous day high? This is now bearish. Okay? See, if buyers were strong, they wouldn't allow this to happen. Along with open print right here? Come on. Look at this. That's beautiful. So we fall below previous day high. We fall below open print. We come into PDH and we start getting selling. Let's see where it is I hopped in this. Right here at 12:43. That's the short play. Right off previous day high. Okay. So by 12:43, I'm in this short. What was I looking for? Look at the 2-minute time frame. Ready? Comes up into the 20, rejects. We enter the market short. Once we start breaking trend and we get a beautiful little green bar here that gets ignored, oh my God, you got to take it. You have to. Now, yes, I'm using the 2-minute, but why? Why and how can I effectively execute on the 2-minute? Because I understand the story on the 5-minute. I understand the story on the 1 hour. See, when your higher time frames are aligning, you can drop into the 2. But I highly recommend the only time you use the 2 is when you're bouncing off that 20. Don't be entering RBI, GBIs when you're far away from the 20. You're going to get chewed up. Look for the rejection off the 20 and make sure that the story actually makes sense to you. Okay? This was a beautiful short play right here. Beautiful. And here's me just in the Discord, just posting, just making sure everybody's seeing what it is we're looking at. We fall below previous day low. I'm keeping a very tight stop. Okay, boom. Right here at 12:53, I write take profit. Right here. Literally on this candle. So once again, guys, I'm not over here like, oh my God, look at me. What I'm trying to help you realize is I go into the market every day with the same perspective, okay? That I'm only as good as my ability to execute my strategy, right? Like if tomorrow comes and I decide just to throw my strategy out the window, I'm going to trade terrible, okay? So once again, we're only as good as our ability to follow our strategy, right? So make sure that you're following your system, right? Like, and if you don't have a system, you already know. Click that first link below. Go to my website. This takes less than 5 minutes to read. It's a phenomenal approach. Does it work every time? No, but it doesn't have to. It's just got to work enough with proper risk. And that's exactly what we have over here. So, phenomenal day, guys. I can't wait to trade live with you guys tomorrow. Make sure that you guys come to our live and you're ready to execute flawlessly. Because I'm telling you guys right now, if you learn just to execute a simple approach, this game can actually work for you. Okay? It's only as good as your ability to follow it, right? So I love you guys. Thanks for coming. I'm going to go hop in the pool. It's super hot up here in New York State. Click those links. Join our team. We're pushing it very hard this year, and I'm not going to stop until everybody on my team is absolutely crushing it. So I love you guys. We're going live tomorrow at 9:20, or actually probably 9:15 a.m. Eastern. We're going to absolutely kill it. We're going to execute flawlessly, and we're going to finish this week strong. I'll see you guys there.